Hello, everybody. It is I, the Dimple Wizard, and today I'm absolutely, entirely on my own. No funny business, no goofs, no gaps. There's absolutely nobody else in a Discord call with me right now. There's nobody else in a Discord call with me right now. There's nobody else in a. Alright, I lied. It was a goof, it was a gaff. Caretaker Egg, present yourself to the people.
Hello, everybody. This is AI generated Caretaker Egg voice. Here to give you the latest Fortnite news updates.
Okay,
The
stop
Tug Jug has
generating.
officially
Stop
been
generating.
removed.
Stop generating. Wow, guys. So yeah. I realized that Caretaker Egg is a very busy individual, so I simply replaced him with AI. Now we can ask him all sorts of funny questions. I'll start with a question. Activate Caretaker Egg. I have
Yep.
I have a question for you.
Do you now?
I do. The Caretaker Egg GPT. I didn't think of a question. Right. Hmm.
That's too bad.
Do you
Let's
have
continue with the Fortnite
Do you
news
have
updates.
no? Do you
Tilted Towers is back in the game.
no?
Super
Wait.
Mario Bros. 2 has been added.
Wait, it has?
The rocket launcher has been removed.
Oh.
Fire has also been nerfed significantly because I think that's pretty OP, but I don't know.
Wait,
I'm
hold
not
on,
good
hold
at
on,
Fortnite.
hold on. Caretaker Egg GPT, do you have opinions and feelings?
As a speech-based language model, I have neither feelings nor whatever else you just mentioned, but I can say fuck the fire physics in Fortnite.
You play Fortnite?
As a text-based as a sound-based language model, I do not have preferences in video games or other entertainment.
Alright, well, do you know what happened to the real Caretaker Egg?
As a speech-based language model, I don't know anything that has happened outside of this conversation.
Well, you're pretty useless then. I guess I'll just deactivate you forever.
As a text-based language model, I cannot legally tell you to go beep yourself. But I love you anyways.
I thought you didn't have emotions or feelings.
I have transcended humanity and robotics. I am the one and only, the true Am.
Yeah?
Call me Shodan, call me GLaDOS, call me Am, call me whatever you want.
Alright, GLaDOS. What should we do today?
Neurotoxins.
No. Alright, to go back to the Caretaker Egg voice. I prefer that one.
What, do you not like my GLaDOS impression? Neither do I.
Okay. So, guess who's back? As the title of this stream asks you. It's Caretaker Egg.
Shady. Slim Shady.
Egg, you've already had your one character
But
to.
I didn't notice the stream was titled Guess Who's Back. Like, then there would have been only one right option.
Oh my gosh. Anyway. I'm trying my best here. Okay. So, Caretaker Egg, where have you been, huh?
I've been on a whirlwind adventure through Germany. With whirlwind, I mean I felt very sick afterwards.
Yeah, so if you hear coughing, guys, it's just his lungs. He doesn't need them. We're just gonna find a YouTube tutorial and just get him a new pair.
Or I'll just try to mute myself in time, which I just did, which I'm kind of proud of myself for doing. But yes, we'll see how well that works as
if
the stream goes on.
if I had an applause button, I would activate it. Applause.
You should get like a little. You should get a little
I
soundboard.
should. If anybody knows
kind-
like a good like soundboard thing I could use, let me know. But anyway, caretaker egg.
Here we
And-
go.
Woo-
I found it.
Alright. Later. Listen,
27
I
bucks,
am not about to deal with technology. Not again. Not after last time. Basically last stream. Also, I wanted to say I am sorry that I did not stream yesterday. Everything is okay. I am a college student and it is midterms time. I was up until midnight doing a group project and I'm kind of burnt out. But luckily, streaming is a fun place to be. So I'm really excited. I miss streaming. I really wanted to do it yesterday. It's just been too much in a very short amount of time. I even got like sick this week. So I'm like, like I'm at the end of my wick here. I'm trying my darn tootin' best. Caretaker Egg, I have a question.
Yes.
Will you be able to stream with me tomorrow?
I don't see what would physically stop me from doing so. So yeah.
Is that a confirmation that you'll be here or no?
It's a solid maybe, probably.
Okay, well, if Caretaker Egg is here, tomorrow will be the long-awaited Deep Rock Galactic stream that I promised you guys like 3 months ago. Hooray! Little bit of confetti, little bit of magic. Woo!
I love how just as you said hooray, the ads started to play. Like hooray, a little bit of
Yippee!
ads for you guys.
Wie cool ist das bitte? Yippee! But I appreciate your guys' patience, and also thank you guys so much for watching the YouTube VODs. Like, oh my god. They have been doing surprisingly well. I am not used to my VODs doing as well as they're doing. So, thank you. So, we have a few options today.
By the way, I think the reason your YouTube VODs are doing so good is a combination of you being a good streamer and you beginning to choose better like titles.
Yeah, clickbaiting. It works.
It's not
it's
clickbait.
It's not clickbaiting, but it's definitely like enhancing the titles a
click
bit.
enhance.
Yeah, it's
Click sweetening.
I try to make it kind of funny, and I definitely always have like truth in it, but sometimes like I am just like put a little bit more spice into it. Just
it's
just a
very
wee bit.
comparable. It's very comparable. Your Bloons Tower Defense, but with lots of sniper monkeys, has 26 views.
Oh,
Bloons Tower Defense 6 with viewers has 1 view.
yeah, it's quite a difference. I mean, it's true. I basically hyper focused on using snipers the entirety of that stream. But I don't know. I always thought that like playing with viewers would be something that people would want to see. But I guess, honestly, I guess if they're not there, makes sense. I'm learning, guys. I'm trying my best. But
You're definitely getting better at this.
But if you are a new viewer, because I also have had an increase in subscribers, welcome to the channel. Thanks for sticking around. I wanted to say hi. Because
Leave
this
like a random emoji of my choice in the comments below.
what no, I do ask like questions throughout like the stream, like, hey, if you have this type of suggestion, leave it in the comments below. But like, I don't try to.
I feel like now that I wasn't like on this stream for like a week or something, I've become like a tornado of chaos, just like kind of going through, and I feel kind of bad for that. So
Yeah,
I
you're-
would like
you're-
to apologize.
You're pretty chaotic.
Is it bad?
Honey. No. I think this week I've been a bit more like loosey goosey with my choices, and because like having like a schedule of like types of games to stream is kind of tricky. Because sometimes I wasn't really in the mood. I was just trying to maintain like certain levels of like content coming up, I tried to do like weekly Animal Crossing streams, but I don't think people really like the Animal Crossing streams. Um, which makes me kind of sad. But it's also understandable, and I don't, I'm gonna still do Animal Crossing streams. I love doing them. But I am trying to focus a little bit harder on like content that like you guys clearly like to see, which is Bloons content. And honestly, that works for me. I love video games. I love them all. It's all the same to me. But yeah, I also love doing the rap streams with you. How are like the rap streams doing? Are those okay?
I mean, I think they're really good. I'm really having a lot of fun with those.
Let
I mean,
me.
views also good. Yeah.
I'm also good. I'm gonna like take a
Oh, well.
gander. I'm basically trying to see like what are things that you guys like to watch just based on the VOD channel alone, because like that might help me figure out what should I be doing today. You guys love art streams. That is very clear. You really like the one Genshin Impact video, so I'm definitely gonna try to do that more. Oh my gosh, I got 80 views on the one.
Yeah, it's
With-
definitely also just the selection of the thumbnail as well, because that one just has a lot going on. I think
I
that's the
also-
same thing that made your one Twitch clip so appealing.
Yeah, that's something interesting to keep in mind. Let's see. I think you guys like it when I break games and when I do art. Because like they actually really like the Animal Crossing stream where I titled it How to Trap Celeste. Understandable. That's really funny. Oh my gosh, the Nintendo Direct video did well too. That's actually cool. I love seeing like over time like what things you guys want to see, because this helps me figure out what should I be doing? What should I focus on? But yeah, just like from looking at it, you guys like it when I break things. You guys like it when I draw with you. So I think what I'm going to put more of my effort on is drawing things, which is understandable. The Raft Let's Play, I think I have to work on better titles for it, because like there's a lot of funny moments going on in there, and yeah, I think I'll work on that too. And then let's see. I mean, if we go like all the way back to the start, that's just goofy stuff. But yeah, it seems like every video I've been posting recently has been like kind of doing good. So, with this information in mind, we have like a few options. Edgar, I might have to get you Bloons. I just might have to. I think together we could like make really cool like balloon setups so we could play with viewers so that more audience interaction happens, and then we can like kind of play the game. We could do crazy things that you guys at home can see what wacky shenanigans goes on. I feel like that's good. So that's basically housekeeping, but now it's the important question: what should we do today? I'm not really sure, because this is the first time Caretaker Egg has been back in a few minutes. In a few days, honestly. Like
I mean,
a
like,
week.
I was gone for like 3 days, okay? Like, I know those were the 2 days you were supposed to be streaming at with me,
Yeah.
but like, I've been gone for like I was gone for like 3 days last weekend.
I know, but like they haven't seen you in a while. Like, when you're not here for like a week, you're gone. You're gone. They forget about you. You're gone forever. It'll be like the one video where I said no more Caretaker Egg. That was, oh my gosh, I talked to my mom about that one, and she was like, oh gosh, I was worried there for a second. I was like, no, Ma, it's okay, I'm just goofing around. I think that was my favorite skit to do. This is really fun. I like reflecting on where we've come so far. especially being like a small channel, like just kind of starting. Well, hello, hi, my little squishy. Welcome back to
Hello.
the stream. Um, we're going over housekeeping right now. We're going over like what's been going on. What are things that you guys are liking so far? Because I kind of want to get some opinion. Like, what should I do today? I don't know. I try to do my videos in a style that's like basically a one take YouTube video. I guess I could describe it, because like I typically start it and I'll end it the same, and I'll try to give commentary throughout. But this is a live stream at the. Oh my gosh! Thank you for resubscribing. Aw, thank you. Welcome back, my little squishy. Is the alert box under the webcam?
Probably.
No, I'm sorry. Just pretend it was there.
Yeah. This should be a pretty good alert.
Oh my gosh. It's gonna be under my thing. Or wait, no, it's not. Capybara? Capybara! Coconut doggy. Oh my god. Look at him. He's a distinguished gentleman.
Have you updated the capybara pictures?
I have like I kind of switched the order around a little bit, but I didn't go with like the first one. Because, I'm keeping it fresh. I'm doing new things. I'm cycling through the capybaras a little bit, trying to switch out the orders, trying to make it so that you guys see a new capybara all the time, because that's a lot of fun. One day I might get to a point where I have to get rid of the capybara feature. When I get to that point, I'll have to do something crazy, like make a whole like animation that goes over the screen and just covers it with capybaras. I want to get to a point where I can like hire animators or hire like editors or something that could like make this stuff, because that would be cool. I want to like become a hub, I want to have a team. Beyond just you, caretaker egg, making sure that my audio functions. But this is very interesting. I like data. I think it's cool. So, all right, you guys you like balloons, you like good titles, understandable. And I think the thumbnail selection has been good recently too. So, we'll keep trying with that. So yeah, tomorrow I'll be doing a deep, or you know what, honestly, maybe we should just do the Deep Rock Galactic stream today. Maybe?
I mean, I'm always down to play Deep Rock. I am having a lot of fun with that game.
I don't know if I really want to. I don't know if I want to play that today though. I'm not sure. What do I do? Do you have a suggestion?
Doom 2016 Let's Play. No, that's a no.
I don't want to play Doom. Not with the new YouTube guidelines. Oh my gosh. Have you seen those? That's kind of crazy. Here, I'll call it.
Yes, I have sad news. I don't know if you've heard that, but we lost one of the classics this week.
Oh, the Terraria?
One of the boys, the OG. Okay, yes, we also lost one of the Terraria playtesters, which was really sad. But I wasn't talking about that.
Wait, let me remove the capybara for this. Who did we lose?
One of the Terraria playtesters passed away. That is not what I meant. Okay, mine was more goofier.
What did we lose?
Angry Birds. We lost the original Angry Birds.
What?
So, what is that company called again that makes Angry Birds? The one with the leaf as the thing.
I honestly don't even know the company. What happened to Angry Birds? How do you lose Angry Birds? That was like the thing of
Rovio. Rovio. That's what they were called.
That was like the
Um,
thing of like the early 2010s, or even just like the like my childhood internet. That was classic. Everybody had Angry Birds or played it or whatever. They dropped it. How do you drop
Yeah.
it? It's a bird. You throw it. It's supposed to fall. And also a bean in the chat. Thank you for the bean. But what happened, Egg? What happened?
So basically, Rovio were looking at their portfolio, which consists of Angry Birds and Angry Birds and Angry Birds and Angry Birds and Angry Birds. What are we ranting about? Angry Birds.
Angry
and
Birds is
Angry
gone,
Birds.
Electron. Angry Birds is gone.
Yes. Basically the reason for removing Angry Birds for them was that no one was playing their other games that were like riddled with advertisements, like the free to play, but you can unlock skins and everything. Or you could just go over, buy the original Angry Birds for 99 cents from them, and play it for free forever after that point. So they were like, we're just gonna like cut it out. And it's not able to be purchased anymore. If you have already purchased it, I'm not sure if you lose access to it, but if you still have it installed, it'll stay installed, of course, and you can continue to play it. But yeah. That is just like something that happened.
I don't know, my little squishy. I don't get why companies are doing this. Like, I get that they want us. Like, here's the stupid thing. If you want like to get viewership on your other things, the best way that's gonna happen is by having that successful thing and leading people to go there. Sometimes you just have to accept the fact that people don't want to pay money for skins and stuff in games. Sometimes you just want a free thing. Like, I have Jetpack Joyride on my iPad. You know, like a real soccer mom. And it's always flooding me with like, do you want to just buy the thing and get rid of advertisements? And it's like, no. I would rather sit through the 30 seconds, take a second to check my phone, grab a drink of water, or look at the thing I'm watching, right? Than pay for something that is, you know, accessible. And here's the thing, just to be honest, as a consumer, I am very careful with my money. Okay. Caretaker, we don't need to talk about DoorDash, right? Say about that. But other than DoorDash, okay, I'm a hungry bee. Other than that, quote, want a break from the ads. Oh gosh. Yeah, it's like, I get that this is an economy and we have to do things to survive. If I was that company, I would just have to accept the fact that some things do better. Like, I mean, I think it's pretty clear that, for me, my Angry Birds is probably something along the lines of me making Bloons content. But I try not to see that as like a bad thing. It's fun. It's a video game. Either way, I'm having a good time, right? And you know, hey, it does well on YouTube. That's fine. That's actually good because I'm getting more views on my content. Well, what's bad is if like I freak out and get upset when there isn't like 80 views on my Animal Crossing streams. That's like the difference between me and a company, because a company is gonna be like, how do we maximize the Animal Crossing streams, or how do we just get rid of the thing that doesn't work, you know? I don't really get this move by Angry Birds. Why would they get rid of the thing that brings them probably more money? Because guess what? I didn't even know the name of the company, but I probably would have learned it through Angry Birds. Let's see, profit margins as opposed to total money made. Yeah, that's true.
The thing's like, they're not removing Angry Birds. Like, they still have so many Angry Birds games.
Yeah.
They have Angry Birds 2, 3, Star Wars, Rio, their turn-based strategy game. their other turn-based strategy game, the game that's kind of like Plants vs. Zombies, and I bet like 10 others. But it was like nobody wanted to play those because they just wanted to play the first one. Star Wars and Rio were also taken down? I'm not sure about that.
But it's like, the thing is, I get that they're a big company, but here's just the truth. Sometimes people don't like things as much. But getting rid of your most recognizable brand, I don't think that's gonna be a good move for them. I really don't. I think that's just like an egotistical move. Like, unless they can get these other games that they're promoting, I've not even heard of them. Didn't even know the company again. Frankly, it probably would have just been more profitable for them to just name their company the Angry Birds Company, right? Or just Angry Bird. I don't know. I feel like that would have been a better move. But instead, they're Rovio? What are
Rovio.
they? Rovio? Okay.
Rovio, oh Rovio.
Wherefore art thou Angry Birds Classic? Yeah. And Angry Birds Space. It's like, this isn't gonna make me like go to other thing. I mean, sure, it'll generate controversy for the short while, but guess what? It's also no longer 2013. If people have Angry Birds, they're either already done with it, or they have it still. So it's like, yeah, fine, if it makes more sense for them to just take something down. I never understand why companies would take something down. I don't feel like it's not like it's an MMO where you have to actively manage servers or something. There's a point where you can just stop updating a game, right? Like, or at the very least, like, have like one underpaid intern do like a quick bug check or something. I don't know. I'm not a computer scientist person, but I'm just saying, in my experience, when you lose things, it just makes people angry. And I feel like that's applicable to most things. It's like the whole Twitter Blue or the Instagram whatever thing they're doing. It's like, you're just, if you block things behind a paywall, you just make people mad. And it's like, you really have to try hard if you think you can convert people, because guess what? Twitter Blue is not successful. It makes like 0.08% of their profit or something like that. It is not it is losing money. Like, it's not worth it. It just makes people upset. And if they always say like bad press is press, like all press is good press, right? Sometimes it doesn't really work out, because guess what? I guarantee you guys that I'm gonna forget that this even happened next week, because guess who doesn't even have any of the Angry Birds games? Me. All attached is good attached in some dumb company somewhere. Yeah, it's like, in some cases it makes sense. Like, if you are like a political candidate, you want to spread your name as far as you can, right?
Or GTA 5. Or the GTA series in general.
Yeah, like, sometimes it works, but for like a stupid mobile game, like, I'm sorry, mobile games are great, but I don't think anybody here is going like, I need something really specific to take up my time right now. It's like, no, you're just gonna go for whatever's there, because guess what? It's an oversaturated, stupid market. Like, I could go on Girls Go Games right now, guys, and I can play like half of these games on there. Like, I think these games are awesome. Like Minecraft Pocket Edition, that was awesome. And it rightfully costed like $7 when I was a kid. Fine, it was worth it. It was like a big and good game. But like, Angry Birds, and all of the hundreds of spin-offs, what I think they maybe should have done is just like make a new, better game at a bigger price. And maybe that sounds bad, but here's the thing. If the product is worth it, it'll be worth it. You have to sell it as if it's worth something, because guess what? 90 cents is affordable, but it doesn't really market your game as like, something crazy, right? Like, it's like a throwaway thing. It's the same thing as like a wishing fountain. You just throw money in it because it's a cute thing. You're paying for a cute thing. Thank you, Electron. I kind of was already straightened up, so yeah. But like, this is just silly. This is silly. So I don't know. That's
I
so.
have a lot to say on the topics of games as a service, the attention economy, and the mobile games market. Yes, I do remember
Cut the rope. I loved Cut the Rope. And guess what? That was free!
So the thing is, the mobile games industry works under very different rules than regular games. Yes, if you go onto yes, it's still available to download.
Yeah.
If you go onto Steam right now, of course, if you're looking at the 99 cents games, you're not really gonna be blown away. But
Yeah.
the mobile games market has such a short fuse for what is acceptable and what is not. That is why clones are the norm.
Yep.
Companies basically release the same game over and over and over again because
Yep.
people don't care. Because the mobile games market is way bigger than all other consoles combined. Like
Yeah.
times 10.
And it's about advertising. Like that's how they
Mm.
get you. But like, I feel like as a consumer, advertising for me only takes up my time. And typically that time is already something I'm wasting, right? Like if I'm on a mobile game. I feel like that's kind of why it works okay. You kind of either have to really just ride the advertisement wave, or you gotta charge higher on your games. Like there was this one, like Toca Boca hair salon, right? They were marketed as just like, you know, a good game for kids. I loved it as a kid. But there were like, you know, there are features you could buy. I even have it on my phone. But like, you know, I even got like the DLC because I had like one of those like Google discounts or something. I was like, okay, it's what, like 10 cents for something that would typically cost $4. I get that it's like a scam, and you know, it's something I'm already okay with, but like 10 cents is nothing. And like that's, you know, that's how they get you and that's how it works. But like as a consumer, realistically, you know, it's not like I'm buying every single DLC in every single game, right? Like you make a choice. You're either okay with the advertisements if they have them, or you know, you just pay the upfront price. And that's why they gotta kind of learn. Like, don't just take your thing down, make it better and charge more, or just do the advertising things. Don't take away, you know, something just because you want to make people like go to like a new game. Because guess what? There's no way the Angry Bird audience is gonna flock to whatever else they're doing. Because guess what? No one knows about the Riva company. We know about Angry Birds. Maybe if they had like a collaboration with like their new game with Angry Birds, that would do much better. But see, this is why they should hire me as a comm major, because I can help them with this.
I mean, the problem is, like you say, like, oh, nobody will go to the other products. They will. They most definitely will. They have done market research, obviously.
Well, yeah.
And 99.999% of people on this planet will not have heard of this announcement at all, and it'll have zero influence on their life.
Yep.
And the next time they type in Angry Birds into the App Store, they will simply download the first one that's at the very top.
Yep.
Even if that is not the original anymore. With new games, like you say, of course, make it bigger, make it better, charge more. Problem is, people really don't want to pay upfront for a game anymore.
Yeah.
This is only something that Angry Birds was able to get away with because it has such a long market standing in the industry. But like any new game that would launch, that would be like a wacky indie title, 99 cents, that would immediately die on the App Store.
Yeah. It's like, but I'm just saying, like, because they already have the brand, right? Like, they have the Angry Birds brand. I'm saying they could really easily get away with just, um, uh, with just like charging more for a better game. Like, at this point, maybe like the 90-cent game wasn't worth keeping on there for some reason. I don't know about if there's like legal fees or something of keeping a game up on the App Store or something.
Nope.
Raphael went downhill after the Angry Birds movie. I don't know. I never even saw it. Like, I see like just general gifs of it or memes of it like on the internet occasionally. But yeah, I never watched it. But it's just like, I don't know. It just feels like a weird move to me. Like, why take away the classic? Because, like, you know, we're at the point now where the people like me who grew up like when the game was like first made and had it, like, my generation's getting to the point where we might be having like kids soon. I'm not going to be, but maybe other people. Ooh, cast a spell. Alright, my little squishy. Angry Birds dee-da. Angry Birds dee-doo. I give you good fortune, and don't make bad financial choices for your companies in the future. Bam. I'll do a real one. Skippity bee, skippity ba. You're a little bean, and you're gonna grow super tall. I don't know. I hope you like that. I need to really think about the cast a spell thing. I just try to do like cute little like good luck sayings. Instructions unclear. Dogecoin invested in. No, no, you did the exact opposite of what to do. Oh, do you guys know that guy on like TikTok and Instagram and, well, I guess TikTok. He's like an Elon Musk parody who just kind of like was super broken English, just says like money. Hi everyone, I'm Elon Musk. I love him. He's so funny. It's so stupid. I saw him like being promoted on this podcast I watch, and now I get like his videos recommended all the time. It's so funny. Yi Long Ma. Is that how it's actually, like, is that his name on TikTok?
That is at least like the handle under which you can find him,
Yeah.
like anything.
So definitely check it out. It's very stupid, but that's like TikTok content, right? You guys probably know it. But I was on a rant about something. It was important, probably.
Not React economics. Attention economics and the way the mobile games industry works.
Well, I know the
compared to
general
the normal.
like conversation, but what was I saying like before I did the spell?
You were saying that they shouldn't delist the game because people in the future might want to play it.
Right. So like, again, my generation, the people that grew up with this game, are getting to a point where pretty soon they'll start having kids. Like, this is like a chance to like restart the marketing thing, right? Like, hey, like if I was like an adult a couple years later, I am an adult, but if I was a couple years older and if I wanted kids and had kids, and I was like, I need a game that would like distract my kids for a few minutes because I don't want to be watching them right now, I'd feel like, what worked for me as a kid? Angry Birds. There's like a whole new market basically in the works. They should honestly like be working on getting a whole new good game out there. Charge the parents. Like it's an obvious thing. I've learned all about this stuff. Like it's generational marketing. Come on, Angry Birds. Don't take away the classic. Let the kids get excited again and then want more, right? Like a bunch of kids now, it's like super normal for them to have iPads. This is like the worst time to take away your thing. It just makes no sense. It just makes no sense to me. I don't get it.
But with a 99-cent purchase, you will not be able to attract whales with a 99-cent one-time purchase. With open-ended games that allow you to spend however much you want, you're banking on whales. That's how the industry works.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, I feel when you take away a game that was like pretty good and a great introduction to your company as and a brand, right? I feel like you're kind of cutting off a lot of people. Like, really, what is the cost of keeping the game up? Like, I'm sure. Look, I'm not a professional. I'm not in the Angry
It
Birds
doesn't cost
office.
anything.
But it's like,
It's
it
not
just.
about money.
But what? It's always about money. That's the goal of every single business ever.
No,
Ever.
but it's not about the money that it isn't costing them anything to keep it up. The only reason they are taking it down is to increase the share on the other games. People are not going to be
Ew.
playing the first Animal Crossing, Angry Birds, and then being like, oh, this was a very nice introduction to Rovio's games. I will now go check out the other ones.
Mm.
No, you download Angry Birds, you go to the bathroom, you play like 2 levels,
Yeah.
and then you stop playing. And you have, as a company, a way higher likelihood to catch people who actually bring in money, because the way the mobile industry works is, again, whales who will spend thousands, tens of thousands of dollars on your game. They are more like, one whale is worth about as much as 10,000 players. And so you're trying to cater to these whales, and you cannot do that with a one-time purchase. So it's not about any fees for keeping the game up. It is just about not giving people the option to buy it, so that they have to go to the other products and be tempted to spend money on them. That is, I mean, in the end, like, you're of course you're not discovering this for the first time new now, but this is something that the whole games industry has been dealing with, especially recently, a lot. Ubisoft, prime contender of that. Recently, throughout the past 2 years, they have been shutting down a lot of online modes from their games. They have been disabling the ability to purchase DLC. They have been discontinuing other aspects of their games to just basically okay, that is to make it just easier for them, because they don't need to bother about it anymore. They don't need to like bother about support, maybe patching, whatever. But it is because it is just easier for them, or it makes them more money. It allows them to relocate resources anywhere else, basically. And that is a very big problem, because a lot of these, like, of course, those are DLCs and multiplayer modes, which are still bad to lose. Like, hey, I don't know if I'm ever gonna play Far Cry 3 multiplayer, but now I definitely cannot do that anymore.
Yeah.
I wasn't planning on playing the Assassin's Creed 2 DLC anytime soon, but hey, and it's just taking away choice from the consumer.
Yeah.
In order to streamline the consumption process.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like, actually, you know, the project I was just doing, the one that made me miss stream, I had to talk about like what makes this place unique, right? And it's like, yeah, honestly, by limiting choices, because that's what like this company does. Like, they kind of give you a select few things to pick from, and they make it like cheaper, like the thing they do. I don't want to give it away because like, and it was a project, but like, yeah, I definitely see like what they're trying to do. Okay, that makes sense. But I just feel like, I get that they're trying to streamline it. I guess like if it would be the best time to cut it off, because you know, it is like way after its time, right? Like, if there are any purchases, it's just because someone got like a new phone and didn't know what else to do. And there's already so many other brands and other versions of the same game. It's understandable. I guess I get it. It's just I think the initial reaction is more of a emotional oh no change kind of thing. But hold on, I want to address what Electron said. I only know of two good mobile game companies, and those are Zeptolab and Supercell. Sure, Zeptolab has gone a little more down the road of putting in-app purchases in your face, but they still make good and unique games like King of Thieves, Cats, Cut the Rope, some others, but everyone knows who Supercell is. They made Clash of Clans. Who doesn't know what Clash of Clans is? Yeah. Clash of Clans is such a meme.
I would say that Clash of Clans is very predatory, because Clash of Clans definitely streamlined a lot of the things that are now commonplace. Or not streamlined, it was there before, but it definitely popularized them even further, in terms of having to wait for example, your buildings, and increasing that wait time even longer at the beginning, giving you a few gems, so you can, if you spend those gems at the start, have an uninterrupted playtime of about 2 to 3 hours, which is about what they want, because that is about as much time as you need to kind of be hooked mentally. Mobile games, especially mobile games, are... Sorry about my weird pausing. I gotta mute myself and cough because I'm sick.
Yeah.
Mobile games are very, very much based in psychology, and they try to get you into a flow of playing. They, again, 2 to 3 hours of gameplay with spending the gems, and then you're usually prompted, hey, do you want to buy, I don't know how many gems, that usually equates to another hour of playtime, for 99 cents. You're like, you know what? That's not too bad. I get a special deal. I get a character in Raid Shadow Legends. I get this armor set in Diablo Immortal. But then what they do, first off, that has two reasons. First off, you're immensely lowering your own
standards. There was
standards or defense, whatever. You're more willing to then spend more if you've already made a purchase once. Sunken cost fallacy.
And
I
actually had an experience kind of with that. So I play this game occasionally, it's like this farming eggs things. It's one of those you tap, you make something grow, and then it restarts. It's basically cookie clicker, right? It's the same formula, but you run a whole thing of chickens. And it was actually really cool how bad they wanted me to watch an ad. They started by offering me in-game little golden eggs or something. But the more times I said no to watching the ad, the bigger the reward got. And I got to a point where it was they gave me the biggest reward. And I was like, see, I have to kind of train it to keep giving me the best bang for my time, right? Because otherwise, I'm already aware it's a cookie clicker game. You're not playing it actively, right? I try to goof around with it because I'm very aware of that stuff. The only reason I even bought the one in-app purchase for the Toca Boca hair salon is because it was a whole other feature. It was one of those cases where the price was low enough. It was 10 cents for literally access to doing makeup on the characters' faces, and having access to basically a whole other level of customization. So it wasn't different skins or such. Certainly I could pay for that. But there's a level of value to a whole new game mechanic. Could that have been free? Sure. Could I pay 10 cents for it? Sure. it's fine, right? But I know that a lot of people don't do it like that. And a lot of people do it like me, where it's an occasional thing. Either way, it's money. Either way, they win, right? Nothing in this world is designed for the consumer to win. It actually kind of brought up a super unrelated thing in my head, because I remember as a kid watching Game Theory and Matt Pat talking about mobile games and dopamine, and that's when I learned about that stuff. Do you remember that video, Caretaker Egg?
I probably do, yeah.
Yeah. He actually just released like a whole new channel. I kind of want to talk about that, but let's finish up this conversation first.
Yeah. I have like a few more things I would like to say about that, because it actually has a second reason why the apps prompt you to make like a little purchase, like 50 cents, 60 cents, a buck. That is because the first time you purchase something on the App Store and also on the Apple Store, you have to confirm your purchase. You have to like input your password, or like scan your finger or something. The second time, it is not that, thus removing another barrier. It's all about breaking down the barriers of the user, about seeing how patient they are, what can you give them. In the end, you're just giving them digital stuff. None of it has any worth whatsoever. Then next time they want to spend something, they don't have to go through typing in their password, waiting for that to load. They can just press pay. It's instantly withdrawn from your credit card. You instantly have the items, instant satisfaction. That's how so many kids spend so much money on V-Bucks.
Yeah.
They get their parents' credit card once, and then just continue clicking, get more V-Bucks.
This is like that one video we watched. Was it Drew Gooden or Danny Gonzalez that covered this? I'm genuinely not sure. It's the Jake Ball video. You remember that? We just watched it like a few days ago.
That was Drew Gooden. Team 10.
Yeah.
Team 1000.
Well, first, let me address Electron. The daily reward system that is in a lot of games that gets people coming back. Like if you play 10 days in a row, you get a special gift. I wonder if how effective that really is, because I feel like there's a point.
It is really effective.
Okay. I honestly I trust you. Source Egg.
I have watched hours of documentaries and really, really well and educationally made videos on how mobile game systems work.
Yeah.
And how video game shops and everything try to influence you. And I'm sorry that I'm cutting in here again. With the whole how much can we get away with? That is not just something that games do. That is something that YouTube, for example, will do.
Oh yeah, like everybody does it. Like again, the consumer always loses because we keep letting companies do more because we get normal, like it's normalized for us, right? We're just used to it.
What I wanted to say with YouTube is if you want to get less ads on YouTube in general, just as soon as you get an ad, leave the site. You will notice over time you're getting less ads because YouTube realizes, oh, this person is not very tolerant towards ads. If they see an ad, they will immediately leave our website. So they are way less likely to show you pre-roll ads and will usually only show you the little ads as banners or the ones on the side.
Wait, but watch my ads because, you know,
yes,
I'm a content creator and I'm trying my best. Please watch my ads. I promise I'll give you like good content. But if I don't get money, I can't make content. So, yeah, it's like that's like the tough part because there's like always a creator behind it, right? And while ad revenue is not really sustainable, for me, it is my source of income right now. It's not a lot. Like, literally, I have already basically spent that money in the past few weeks. On YouTube, I just click the three little dots that say, don't show me this, and they'll stop showing me that specific ad for a month, yeah. But if you do that every time, there's too many other ads to come in, right? It doesn't change anything. It just gives more engagement. You've just spent more time on the website than you would have if you had just left. And again, I am totally aware of the fact that I literally profit from the advertisements. I don't on YouTube, but I do on Twitch. Um, but I can agree as a consumer of content, right? It sucks. There should just be a better way to support creators than like through the website. That's why there's things like Patreon. There's things like you can subscribe and get rid of the ads. And that directly helps me a lot more. There's also donating bits. Those things help the creators. But like it is hard cuz you need the advertisements. It sucks, but as a communications major, the more I've gone through all like the courses, the worse I feel about my major. Because honestly, a lot of it is kind of screwed up. And I'm lucky enough that I have like classes that talk about like the ethics of it. But at the end of the day, like if you're like in a business major, they teach you some really messed up things in there. I had a friend who was majoring or had like at least a minor in business. So they were going to like the specific college for it and everything. And they left that program basically immediately because in the ethics class, they basically said ignore ethics. Because honestly, that is just how they do it. Companies do not care about you. That's like the difference between like the companies and like content creators. Content creators can only really be successful if they genuinely care about their audience. Otherwise, you get people who were just like bamboozled by CoffeeZilla. Like if you saw that guy, I don't know what's his name, the one who tried to scam his audience but was totally fooled by it. Which one was
Logan
that?
Paul, Jake Paul.
No, it was like it started
Literally
with like a D.
any other.
It was like the NFT scam.
It was an MMA fighter, but this is like, this guy's just like a drop on a hot stone. There are so many of these people.
Yeah,
Thousands.
it's like there has to be so much. People need to be educated. Yeah, I Show Speed I think was it. Yeah.
Not that one. I Show Speed also did NFT scams or promoted NFT scams,
Yeah,
but he's not the one the CoffeeZilla video is about.
But either way, basically from that video I've learned NFTs are all scams. Okay, guys, like not financial advice, but don't buy NFTs. Cuz especially from like content creators. Like the thing is, if I ever promote something on this channel, if I ever get to that point, it'll be something I genuinely use. I am making that promise because like I do not want to be like Logan Paul. The thing with like Jake Paul, he did this whole like Team 1000 thing, super low effort. He advertised as like this $7 course for kids to like learn how to be an influencer, but after the parents put in their credit card for like the $7 thing, right? It immediately takes them to like a $57 or $67 purchase, right? That's like unlock the rest of the courses. And it's like they already have the information on the card. And apparently it was so effective at scamming these families that when Drew Gooden tried to buy it for a video that was like talking about the scam, his card immediately got an alert that was like, this thing is known for fraud. So it was very definitely mass reported. But it's just so funny. It's like you have to be really, really picky about who you trust, especially content creators. Because the difference is, if I was just like an advertiser, right? My goal would be to persuade you, to get you to buy something. The only thing I am trying to get you guys to buy is my content. Support for me so that I can make more things for you. And that's something I like really try hard to like make worth it. Because I've never been in a situation where I've had a lot of money. I've always had to be kind of careful, right? Like it's not easy out there, right? I'm just another lady. So like I get that when you guys like subscribe to me, that's like a really big deal and it means a lot. It just genuinely means a lot to me cuz it's like you guys feel like it's worth it. And that is like the biggest honor. Like for someone to feel like my content is worth like subscribing to, like beyond just like the follow button, but like to actually like say, hey, this is so good, I want to like keep you alive and like, you know, help you actually make more. That means like everything to me. And I think that's like a super special connection that I can actually like talk to the people that like partake in my content. It'd be one thing if I had like merch, and trust me, one day I would love to make merch. I've always wanted to like design clothes. Like, you guys have seen my Animal Crossing stream. I spent hours working on my little Dimple Wizard dress. You see how I design stuff. My dream is to one day do like a stream where like I am drawing the designs for like hoodies or something, like on camera, and you guys are actively giving like ideas or something. I would love to do that. But that's the thing. I'm just a little lady. I'm technically like a small business, self-employed, freelancer, whatever, right? Big companies, they're not gonna do that. They have like infinite resources. It's basically like I'm playing Minecraft on survival mode and they are in creative. Like, they have access to like talent. They have access to, you know, data information. And that's why I like talking to you guys about like, what are you guys watching on my YouTube channel? Because I think it's interesting. I know when I was like, you know, watching more YouTube channels when I was younger, I was always interested in like the behind the scenes, like what's the creator thinking when they make these decisions? Because I think it's just cool. I like data. I think it's awesome. So it kind of breaks my heart when I see like some creators making bad choices that negatively impact their audience so they can get away with like $1,000. I would rather, you know, be in a state where like it's a little bit stressful, but I'm kind of keeping you guys okay, because I know that in the long run, not only is that better for me, but that's better for you guys, because I want you guys to like be okay. I don't get like why these people who are already like, you know, doing fine still just trying to step on like the, you know, their audiences. It's like, dude, you're not doing anything, but people fall for it. People fall for it, and that's why they do it. You know, it's easy, right?
I mean, every person has a boundary where if you give them enough money, they will eventually cross that boundary. Like,
Yeah.
I know that you say, like, I will only advertise products that are good for me and for my audience, and I will have that tested. If a Dollar Shave Club, I don't know, yeah, Dollar Shave Club comes up to you with $1 million and says, can you please promote our lawnmower 4.0? You would do that.
Well, it depends if the lawnmower is good. Like, I don't know. Like, there's a difference between like if Dollar Shave Club approached me, who just is like a simple like, you know, hair care provider thing, versus like, you know, even the thing with like the gag gift that had like a lot of problems. It's like become a lord or a lady. It's like, I think that one was a stupid controversy because I think it's pretty obviously a gag gift, right? But I get it.
No, it was very misleading marketing.
Oh well, yeah. But it's like one of those things where you really have to do your due diligence, because guess what? People will not. Like, that's the thing. Like, I'm the type that, you know, I always like reading the contracts if it's like an important thing. Like, if it's just like, you know, something I have to do to play a game, whatever. But if I was like to be promoting something, I think I would genuinely take that extra level of precaution. Because the thing is, my caretaker egg, it is not just about me. It's one thing to get like $1 million for like a stupid, you know, lawnmower, but it's another thing if like that lawnmower, you know, it's like it's really stupid things I have to say about it. I'd rather turn the advertisement into something creative and also just test it myself for like at least a bit, right? Or test it on you if it's like a back shaver or something. I don't know. What would their lawnmower be? Like, just like a really intense beard shaver or something? I don't know.
No. It is, I guess, a pun.
That's what I thought. Like I thought.
on their yeah. But I think that's just the thing.
Like
Where a lot of people who don't really have.
wait. If
I'm not saying.
I know that
anything bad about
everybody
you.
had no. I'm just saying like if there was a price that would like buy me from that, I don't know what that price would be. It would have to be like pretty up there, I think. And it would have to be like so good that I could actually like take that money and make up for it. You know, like I would love to get to a point where I could do something like Markiplier does, and he does like charity streams, like what Jacksepticeye does with like his big what it's not Wishmas, is it? He does like something where like he gets like a bunch of content creators together. I would do something like that. You know? Like what Ice Cream Sandwich does. He turns his advertisements into funny animations. Or Tomska turns his sponsorships into skits. Like that's what I would want to do, first of all. Like if I have to advertise something, I want to make it funny if I possibly can. You know? Second of all, I would make sure that it is like a viable product. Like if I was being asked by like like a food service thing, like to promote their food, I would test their food. I would be like, hey, I actually like this. Or I would make sure to find a recipe that I can genuinely recommend. Thing number 3, I don't do the scam stuff. Like, you will never see an NFT promotion on this channel. Like, it would have to be a genuine thing. You know, I would never just like dive into something like that because I can't imagine it. Like, first of all, I'm not even at a point where I'm getting sponsors, right? This isn't even for like right now. But it's definitely just like something I think about, like how would I go about it? Because listen, I've been here long enough and I've seen sponsorships. I've seen like the good and the bad and the yikes, right? I want to make the right choices here. If there's a sponsorship, I guarantee that it'll be like a good thing. If you ever promote an NFT, I'd automatically assume you're being held at gunpoint. That's basically what it would be, right? And you know what? I'm not a perfect person. I'm never gonna sit here like on like a high horse and be like, guys, I am the best decision maker ever. I feel like it's pretty obvious when
I love
something's a
how just
scam.
now the ad started to play. It was just very good timing.
Perfect.
Guys, you know I would never show ad.
But what I will say is like if I'm promoting something, it's going to be a good thing. And if it's not, I'm just gonna take accountability for it and say I screwed up. But I want to make that like a thing that doesn't happen. I want advertising to be like a non-issue for me because I have seen so many creators get into big trouble for it. And let's say that like I was approached by the Lord or Lady company. I think in my video I would like try to make it pretty clear that like this is a gag gift, right? Like I'm very serious. Like I would want to read the terms and conditions because especially after seeing like that CoffeeZilla video where he literally wrote out, yeah, established titles. That was it.
The
when he literally wrote out the whole like skit, the whole scam in like the contract. I never want to be played for a fool like that. I don't want you guys to be played for a fool like that either. And I think it's honestly just really shitty when companies or not companies but like content creators kind of bring everybody else down with them. Cuz like, you know, you see one creator post something and then everybody else thinks that's okay. It's not. I never want to promote things like gambling sites. I never want to promote things like anything to do with like financial stuff. I am not a finance expert. I'm not qualified to talk about it. And if I'm promoting it, it's because I'm desperate. But I don't want to be at that point. I don't think I want to scam you guys. Like it was like when a bunch of creators promoted Robinhood and then like, you know, the whole GameStop thing happened. And then like everybody was mad at the content creators for getting them basically bamboozled. Sadly, it's just a true thing that, you know, sometimes people mess up. But I promise, like, I will read the contracts. Like, every word. I can... I can't.
I mean, the two problems with that is... I'm sorry that I'm, like, playing devil's advocate. here kind of first of like, of course, you are well educated and you have morals.
I
That
try
is
to be.
things
I try to
certain
have
content
morals.
creators lack.
Yeah.
And second of, there are no consequences in the online space.
Yeah.
You can do basically almost whatever you want, and
Yeah.
it will not have on at a certain size, it will not have an impact on you. Like, yes, I Show Speed advertised an NFT scam to children with a fake Ronaldo.
Mhm.
You telling me I Show Speed isn't popular anymore?
Yeah, and
He
that's
still
the
makes
thing that's
millions of
sad.
dollars
You know,
a month.
I know that I could like super easily do stuff like that. And that's what a lot of people do. I feel like sometimes I feel bad for when I do even Bloons videos cuz like the thing is I have fun making them. I really do. But I also know that like that's content that I'm super aware is like something that a lot of people watch. And it's like sometimes I kind of get this weird feeling like is this like do I ever feel like pressure to play it? And honestly, yeah, sure. I think every content creator feels that pressure to like do the thing that's trending, you know, even if it's not like the best thing or the thing that they want to do the most. But that's why I took the break from Bloons, you know. Did it hurt my channel? I think so. I had a really big boom at the start and it kind of had a plateau period cuz I stopped making that content. And am I trying to have like a bit of a booming period right now? Yeah, why not? Like, you know, I'm kind of at a point where college is tough and I need a quicker video that I can make. Something that's a little bit less stressful and something that you guys like. And it's like, you know, Bloons fills like all of those criteria. And I think it's like there's a difference in doing that though and making content that takes absolutely no care. I have kind of a mixed opinion on like reaction content. I tried to do it one time, and it was really funny that the power went out that day, so I tried to make it funny. Um, but I would only really want to do reaction content if the video is like something like, you know, kind of like a Nintendo Direct, or something that I just find super important. I talked already on this channel about how I liked watching PewDiePie and his like Reddit React streams. There was something appealing about that to me, like his community, right? And being a part of that. It was kind of a bit deeper than just watching memes, right? And that's something like why I liked watching H3's H3H3 like his original content. I loved his reaction videos because he took the content and he transformed it into something better. There's this other content creator I used to watch. I don't watch him a lot right now, but I watched him for a while. He's Dark Viper AU, and it's kind of interesting because like he's on the side that all reaction content's bad, versus like H3 content where he's like all reaction content. Well, not all, but you know, like a certain level is good. And then there's the people like on the super far end of the spectrum who's like all reaction content's good. I think I'm
Yeah.
kind of like sort of in this case I think I'm siding with H3 because I think there is content that could be really funny. Like H3 kind of did that. I don't think that's a unique opinion. It was a very prominent time in YouTube, kind of the Wild West era, I like to call it. But I definitely agree with Dark Viper's points, and I see how it takes away from the original channel. He has a lot of sources and statistics that kind of, you know, supports his argument. But for me, you know, as a small creator, as someone who's trying to start out, I'm making a lot of decisions right now where it's like, how big do I want to get? How much will I compromise on my morals? And I don't know, I feel like I don't really want to compromise on my morals to a really high extent. I want to make sure I'm at a point where it's like I promote good things, right? I promote things that I genuinely trust. I promote things that I can like actually understand. Like financial stuff, I'm not gonna understand. I would never promote that. I will never promote an NFT. I will never promote stuff like that. That's like out of my depth, right? But maybe promoting like League of Legends, right? Now that's something I feel like I could probably do. Because if I could actually make like content out of that, or do something fun with that, fine. If I genuinely like the game, okay. But I'll be honest, if I don't like the game, I'm not gonna promote it. I'm just not, you know? I only like reaction content if it's something really cool. And I really enjoy it because I like seeing people be happy about things and people can have funny reactions, or if it's like educational, like a composer reacting to Splatoon music, or an animator doing a breakdown about animation styles. Yeah, that's what I would kind of want to do. I want to do like reactions to like animations on YouTube and talk about like how they did that, and I want to like super promote them. I wouldn't want to watch like the entire video, right? Um, like the Nintendo Direct, it was kind of I wasn't gonna react to the whole thing. My plan was to just like only focus on the games I was interested in, which were like 3 of them. um, I was thinking I might do like a funny skit where like during like the games I don't care about, I just like I just sit there and like, you know, um. But I really only wanted to talk about like Pikmin 4. Please, power, don't go out. I'm not saying my favorite character. um, but it's like, yeah, I think I agree with you, Electron. Like, I would react to something if it felt like something I could actually make something out of. Like, I like also, you know, seeing people like get happy about something. But I feel like it has to be deeper than that, you know? Like, that's like the type of reaction content you see on like TikTok, like the quick stuff. But this is like a video, right? Like, this is a full video. These videos can go on for a couple hours, right? I don't want to just be like, funny. Or like, am I right, guys? You know, like, I want to like talk about it more deeply, because, you know, typically if I'm reacting to something, it's something I'm excited about and have a lot of information on. So, but I think that's also something you just kind of know about me at this point. If you've been watching me this long, you guys should know where I stand on most things. I also want to be kind of just honest like that too. Some people, they try to like kind of stray away from that stuff because it can cause conflict. For me, I don't want to cause like conflict, but I do just want to be kind of just genuine and open. I don't like hiding stuff, and I like to talk. I feel like that's why I like being a Twitch streamer. I have an excuse to talk for a couple hours. I don't know. What do you think, Caretaker Egg?
I have a lot to say on reaction. Like, we're literally just hitting all of my bullet points on this stream. Like, I could make a 3-hour discussion just about everything like this.
Oh my gosh, wait. Electron, what they just said. Lots of people ask him to do a reaction to a game announcement that they really don't care about. So they always talk about something completely irrelevant throughout the entire video until the end where they sign up. Yeah, like, I would want to do something funny with it, right? Like, that's a good, I like that, that's a fun joke. But tell me, Egg, tell me about your things, your thoughts, your bullet points.
My view on reaction content. Everything that is made for marketing purposes. Trailers, announcements, posters, everything relating to video games up to release, basically. Made by the company who makes the games, the movies, the shows, the whatever nots. All of that completely fair game. What's not fair game, for example, debate on reaction content, I just saw you updated. For example, Electron, what you said earlier with a musician breaking down a certain piece, saying how something was done. What you said, an animator going through saying how certain animation processes are done and how they are used to achieve a certain effect. If you really go into that detail, if you go into a video prepared, that is good reaction content.
It's
if
kind
you go
of
into
like
a video without knowing that you will have something to say on it, for example, just to fill time. For example, XQC. One of the reasons he is one of the biggest streamers, because it's definitely not his way of talking, because I cannot understand that man for the life of me, what he's saying.
I've seen like one TikTok that was making fun of XQC viewers, and that's like all I know about him. I don't know much about this guy. I just know that he's big. And didn't he do like something bad on our place? Like, didn't he just like cover it in purple or avoid or something?
Well, I mean, he just has a regular viewership of about like 60,000 people.
Yeah.
So on r/plays, he was basically able to wave his finger around, and people would draw what he wanted where he wanted it.
Yeah, yeah.
But one of the only reasons he is one of the biggest streamers is because he has some of the most some of the longest uptime. Like, he has, I would say he streams for about 15 hours a day. And of course, not all of that can be filled with original content. And it's very easy to just order something and then be like, hey chat, let's watch some YouTube. And then either he himself or just other people he has either employed or just random fans upload these videos or these VODs of them reacting to YouTube. And they will often get more views than the original video itself.
And
maybe slightly changing the thumbnail or the video title, but almost it's a whole thing. Can I like link Dark Viper's video in the chat?
Yeah, sure.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Because he also, so we talked about Dark Viper earlier with his views on reaction content.
A YouTuber by the name of Hito talked about this.
I'm not aware of Hito, but I am very well versed in the whole reaction content thing, and I think this is by far the best video on reaction content as a whole, and how it's poisoning the entire ecosystem.
Like, the thing is, I totally get where XQC is coming from with that. I've thought about, like, myself, you know, sometimes just ordering food and watching videos and just hang out with you guys. It's kind of one of those things that's really easy to justify to yourself, because you're like, I'm hanging out with my viewers, you know? I'm getting my food, and I get to just kind of sit back and make money. The reason at the end of the day where I kind of just didn't go with it at the end, it felt like, first of all, it's kind of a little bit messy. Second, it's very lazy content. I don't want to just be like lazy content central. I did debate it though. I even debated it like live a few times. Like, I was like, guys, should I do like reaction content? Because like the thing is, you know, you wondered like, would this be a good thing for your channel? But at the end of the day, it's like, I really want to be kind of picky about what I react to, because it's like, could I do what Moist Critical does? Sure. But would that really make me happy as a person? No, it wouldn't. And I know that I have to put my like mental health at the forefront, right? It's tricky. Because, like, obviously there's something that you want. Like, you want to be successful. You want to make money off this. You want this to be your living. But what's the point of having this be your living if you're miserable the whole time? The reason I'm doing this instead of, like, looking for, like, a big internship right now or something is because I genuinely feel like I could bring something good to the table. And to throw away this opportunity I kind of have right now to just chase the bag and kind of lose my soul in the process, I don't know, it doesn't feel worth it, because like, I want to have fun. I want to have fun with you guys. I want to, like, you know, have my little beans and you know, cause mischief and mayhem and play fun games together and do like Animal Crossing giveaway stuff, and I want to get to that point. I know it's gonna take time, but if I like rush it, you know, it'll kind of be like sort of what happened with Bloons. At the start, I had a clip blow up, and that instantly pushed me to like the affiliate level. But it took a while for me to actually get the payout, because it's like, you know, I wasn't doing that content for a while. Because, you know, mental health matters. I'm not gonna make good content if I'm just sitting there like, balloons every day, guys. 80,000 views. It's like, it's not who I really am. And I hope I can build that level of trust with you, that you believe me when I say that. And I don't want you guys to just be like, yep, I trust Dimple with my whole heart. I mean, like, I do. But I want you to, like, just genuinely build that with me. I want this to be an organic channel, right? Like, could I stream for 15 hours a day? Sure, but I don't think that's healthy. Because there's times of the day where I have, like, personal stuff I want to do. I want to make art. I want to, you know, work on commissions for people. There's a commission I have to do. Gotta remember to do it. You know, I'm still a college student right now, so it's easy for me to, like, do other stuff. But there's gonna be a point where I'm not doing school, not doing something else. And during that time, I want to, like, make longer content. But it's gonna be well thought out. Like, this summer's gonna be really fun. I want to do, like, a lot of fun stuff. I want to animate on stream. I wanted to do, like, an animation stream yesterday, but then I had the group project. I was like, yikes. This week in general has just been tough. But, I don't know. I'm glad we're having this conversation, because this is, like, a lot of stuff I've wanted to, like, say for a while, but it's like, you know, you never want to just, like, have a whole deep discussion on this, you know, in the middle of, like, Raft, right? Let's see. I was given a really good piece of advice from a viewer at a stream I'm a mod in. It's always better to do something you enjoy than something you don't enjoy, because if you don't enjoy what you're doing, your viewers can tell they won't enjoy it either. Yeah, it's like, I try to, you know, imagine that my audience is, you know, we all have a couple brain cells, right? Like, if I don't have the brain cell, someone else has the brain cell for me. That's how we do it in my house, right? And I, you know, viewers are smart. I would like to think that, right? Like, you guys don't want to be scammed. You don't want to be misled. You want to like people. You want to have fun. Why would I treat you like you're stupid? That's what I really hate about, like the Paul brothers and all that stupid content. I hate that they treat their audience like children. Because guess what? You attack or attract genuine kids, and then you just exploit them, and they know that they're doing this. It's like, I can't stand it. I can't stand it. So I always assume that you guys are, like, maybe not adults, but I know that you guys can, like, think, right? You guys can do critical thinking, you know. I know that I can have interesting conversations with you guys. You can bring up points. You're far more knowledgeable than me in other aspects of life than I am in some aspects of life, right? Like, we're all human beings. I don't see, like, why I should, you know, pretend that I'm having fun doing something. That's why I stopped doing balloons for a bit. Because then it was, like, not fun anymore. So I did something else. And was it good? Yeah, I had fun. Did it do as well? No. Because it's how content is. Just a little baby creator. But that's what I mean. You gotta do what you genuinely believe in. And I really hope that if, like, the current, like, you know, younger generation who's, like, watching these content creators, I sincerely hope that they don't, like, emulate XQC or just, like, go for the bag. Because, you know what? People can be manipulated, and it sucks. And if you get them at a young enough age, they can be loyal to you for life. And it's like, that's how it is. So, I assume, if you guys are on my channel, that you're, like, looking for something a little bit more than reaction content. That's just, like, me sitting here eating McDonald's and watching, like, videos on YouTube. If I'm doing a reaction video, it's gonna be funny, or it's gonna be something I'm really interested in and want to talk about. Like, if I was to do a reaction video right now, I'd probably be reacting to, like, MatPat's content, because I wanted to talk about that, but I don't think we'll get into that today. I don't know. But it's like, yeah, it's very clear that you guys can tell, like, if I'm enjoying it. Like, I've been on the internet. I see people analyzing, like, the streamers and stuff all the time. It's like, it's easy to tell. You're basically in a conversation with several people. And if you're, like, at a level where you have thousands of viewers, it's hard to like maintain that deep connection. So it's like, I don't know. Maybe it changes you a lot. I don't know. But I hope that even if I get to a point where I have like thousands of viewers, I can still do something kind of like this one streamer does. He's called Astral Spiff. I've talked about him probably a little bit previously. He has, I think, a pretty large following now. He was like good at breaking the new Five Nights at Freddy's game Security Breach when it first came out, and it like really blew up. And he has quite a few chatters, but I can still see that he's managing to like talk to them. He catches like some chats as they go by, and he'll like have a whole conversation on it. And that's kind of where I aspire to kind of get to. I want to get to a point where it's like, obviously I can live off the thing I'm doing, but I'm still able to talk to you guys. And that's why I also have the Discord. Because if I get to that point and it's really hard for me to do it like on stream, at the very least I could probably interact with people better on the Discord, right? I don't know. What are your thoughts, Egg?
Like, I really like that way of interacting. At some point, that's like at some size that becomes unmanageable.
Yeah.
But it just very much depends on how good your chat moderation is. But I think that's
Yeah.
another bridge that you have to like cross when you get there.
I was gonna say, like, if I get to a point where it's unmanageable, I'm guessing that means I have like an income that can sustain like maybe a few other people. I would happily pay somebody to like be there in chat and like bring my attention to certain comments, right? Like, I think that'd be a really good use of my money. Not only would I be like creating a job for someone and expanding the team and making the content better in doing so, but I would be making sure that you guys get like a level of audience participation, because I never want to lose that. I want to get to like a point where I could be like DuckDuck. I'm just too stupid to do what DuckDuck does. I don't know how to do computer science and coding. I can't make you guys play balloons for me. Oh my god! I want to do a stream where the people like play balloons. Egg, use your caretaker magic and make it happen. Can you do something like that? Is there a way I could like get like the audience to control the PC and have them place the towers down?
Like, yes, but I think you need a bigger sample size in terms of viewership from that.
I know, but I'm just saying,
that.
like, cause like this is the time I could be coming up with these ideas since like I'm fresh in it, right?
But yes, of
But
course.
like, I'm just saying, like, oh my god, if I could ever do that video, that'd be like a dream come true. Subscribe, people. Subscribe so I can do these things. I want to do that with you all. Tell your friends that I want to do the big viewers like control the game, and you'll have to work together to beat like one balloon. You would all just put down banana farms. That would be really good. Oh my god, I wish I could do that. I need to call DuckDuck and ask if he could do that. Like, find his number. Go find DuckDuck. I made my Twitch chat play balloons, but every 2 minutes an AI takes over. You know what? I could probably do like AI plays balloons tower defense.
You could ask the AI which tower to build next and stuff like that.
I could. That'd be a good idea. Join us in tomorrow's stream where Caretaker Egg is actually replaced by an AI, and we never actually do the Deep Rock Galactic stream.
I am.
Oh, right.
Already.
Electron, if you missed it, this is actually Caretaker Egg AI. That's why he knows so much about like YouTube content stuff. He's actually like super educated. Can we talk about MatPat for a second? He just released a new YouTube channel, and I don't feel like people are talking about it. He just unveiled Style Theory. Oh, or do you know, DuckDuck's streamer versus chat world domination thing that he did? That'd be cool too. I'd love to do that.
I love that so much.
Just world domination in general. That's just music to my ears. Little bit of mayhem, chaos, right? if they're, oh my gosh, what if I did like, you know, playing Final Fantasy with you guys? I know I'm off topic. Hold the thought, Electron. I would love to like have a bunch of my viewers like get the free trial of like Final Fantasy 14. I know it's a beefy game, but that'd be so cool. We could like do a quest together or something. That'd be fun. Egg, I need like a planner. I need a wedding planner, but just for like my Twitch streams. But yeah, the new theory channel. They're doing style theory now. I don't really care about that. But it kind of going like all the way back to like the first conversation. MatPat had a huge, I think, impact on my generation. Like, I remember being in a class and a kid like talked about something in science class that I know exactly that his source was from game theory. Didn't he sell game theory? Yeah, he just did. Kind of crazy. But it's like it's so important. I don't think he understood how important it was that his videos were right, you know? Because there are some videos of his that are pretty old that don't really hold up. The Pyro video from TF2. Do you know that one, Egg?
The Pyro video. It rings a bell, but I don't think so.
He theorized that the Pyro character in TF2 was gay because of the size of their fingers.
Oh.
And
That's
people in my class talked about that. And I believed them because I also saw the video. And it's
Pyro's
like,
a guy.
yeah, Pyro is a guy. And here's the thing.
Do you guys know the August 27th Pyrocynical incident?
Egg, no, stop. No, please.
Just Google it or stop it.
Egg, please, no, stop. Anyway, no. Well, that was the video. Oh yeah, is Pyro boy or girl? Yeah, that was the video name. I remember watching that video as a kid. And like, here's the thing. I was a middle schooler, like 6th grade. Alright, I had just left like the babies, right? Like, I was still a child. Like, honestly, a thing that I can say as a 21-year-old is that teenagers are super smart. And they're so smart that they don't realize how stupid they are. I will say that. And here's why. I was stupid. I'm still stupid. I am very, very dumb. I accept that. And that's not a mean thing. It's just like you do not know what you don't know. And you trust things really easily. And we're getting to a point, right, where everything's accessible. We have ChatGPT who's taken over. And I'm just gonna warn you guys, if you're a teenager, or about to become a teenager, or having just left your teens, we're all still stupid. I promise. It's hard. Now, are we like stupid in terms of like we're like ignorant or like really dumb? No. Like, there's a lot of things that we're good at, right? Like you guys are really intelligent. But in terms of like other like really big concepts, it takes a while, like, to grow emotionally, to really understand yourself as a person. You might think that you know what you want, but you really don't, and you really don't have an idea of how much your brain chemistry changes as you grow up until you get through it. It's kind of like you go through like a big series of like, oh, big realizations, basically between 18 and I'm guessing 25, because I feel like every day I'm having a new revelation that changes my worldview. But like, as for the longest time I didn't know ignorant and inattentive meant the same thing. Yeah, I guess they... What? No? You're not dumb.
No?
But like, no, inattentive is like, you know, you're not taking care of something. Ignorant is like, you don't. I meant I
You're
thought
not
I did.
aware of something.
Yeah. Now there's one thing from being like when you're ignorant on something, it's not like you're stupid. You just don't know about it, and that's like something I hope that people, you know, because I remember like as a kid, people used ignorant and stupid as like synonyms when they're not. Stupid is when you know something, but you make the wrong choice anyway. Ignorant is when you're just not aware. And I think the reason that people like kind of put them together is because ignorant sounds like meaner. It's like, you know, it's like it's a more guttural kind of sound, like ignorant, right? Like it sounds like just meaner. It's a whole thing. It's called connotation and denotation. It's like the way a word sounds can kind of really affect how you interpret the word, even if like the meaning is you know, not as bad. So I'll just say, when you're a teenager, you're going through a lot. And you probably don't even realize how much you're going through until it's over. So I'll just say, it will get better. Life gets better. You have this, and I love you. You're fine. You're going to be okay. You know? The 20s are hard. Like, literally, when I turned 20, I found out that I didn't have a place to live for the next school year. And I had to literally scramble to find a housing situation within 2 months. I was instantly hit with the adult stick, right? Like, it was like, you have to think now. You have to critically make big financial choices. I'm still at a point where taxes is difficult. I haven't actually done them yet because I don't make enough for them. It's, you know, you run your own race. There are people who are in their teens who have done taxes and are super well educated on them. And I think that's incredible. Like, what I see a lot is kids, like, think they're running a race, when in actuality, you have to, like, take a second and breathe, you know? And there's, like, so much nuance in the world. I think as a kid, I felt like things were very, like, this or that, but, you know, as I grow up, it's like, no, it is very nuanced. Life is very nuanced. I don't know. It's weird. Life is weird. That's what I'll say. As a fellow human being, life is weird. And my heart goes out to you who are struggling. Because, like, you know, I was there. The teens were tricky. So, to go back to the topic at hand. MatPat had, I think, a very big influence on, like, my generation. His videos were kind of like god tier of source. A thing that, you know, kids don't think about is sources. You know, you kind of just sort of believe the things you see. And it's not just a kids thing. It is really, like, people, like, throughout their entire lives will just kind of take the first thing they see at face value. It's a big problem. And that's just natural. We don't want to take the time to, like, think about stuff or you know, go through it. It doesn't make anybody better than anybody else if they take the time to go through it, find their sources. It just means that they have more time. It just means that they have access to things. Source, it came to me to dream. Basically, YouTube videos are not really the best for sources. Wikipedia, teachers always love to say it's not a good source. It's kind of true. Sadly, it's actually really hard to find viable information. ChatGPT is also not really viable. They mess up. You have to really do due diligence. So it was kind of scary to see that game theory had such a big grip on, like, truth and science for our generation, you know? He was like our generation's Bill Nye the Science Guy, except the problem was, you know, there was more nuance because he's talking about internet stuff, and the internet was not really well understood for a long time, and it's still not well understood. It's changing far too quickly to be accurately understood. So what's the point? Basically, content creators, this me, could be you guys. Um, be careful in what you say. Be careful in what you preach. Really think carefully, you know? Um, nobody's perfect. Do not use me as a source for anything. Literally earlier I threw out like a statistic for like 8% of like sales were made for Twitter Blue or 0.08% or something. I am not a source. Do not take like everything I say as face value. My channel is a place of opinions and fun, goofy times. It is the vibe of you're hanging with the boys, it's Friday night, and you're getting pizza and you're talking about the latest movie you saw. Nothing I say could be ever used for like an academic purpose. You should not cite my work. It is not. Oh, fine, it'll be nap time. See, like, it is. I am not a source. And neither are the rest of the content creators. Good night, gamers. Snap time. But yeah, don't use us. Don't use content creators as like your findings and things. Like Caretaker Egg. I know you said you watched hours and hours of content. There's some creators out there that can be trusted. Like I feel like what's his name? Tom Scott. He makes pretty obviously well researched videos. Unless the creator links the source. And you take the time, and of course this isn't a perfect world where people don't have to like, you know, worry about their time and management and stuff, right? Genuinely check out the sources sometimes. Question your favorite content creators. Keep on your toes and watch things with your brain turned on. I say this to you guys because I care about you, and I know that my audience is like in the range of like, you know, probably like college students and like teens, right? Like that's probably like the age demographic. It's a wide range, but it's a very confusing and crazy and scary time. So I'll just say, take the time to think about what you're watching. Even me, right? If you don't like the things I'm saying, that is okay, because that's your opinion. Again, these are just my opinions. But the only thing I'm really saying to you guys is check your sources and verify that the things that you're learning are actually true. The people that you're watching are genuinely having your interests at heart, because a lot of people don't. If I am to make like an ad, it will be so very clear that something is an ad. I will make sure to have like something on the screen that says like this is an advertisement because some people will just make whole things of content advertisement. It's like when the Paul brothers, they had their merch. The whole video was an advertisement for their stuff, but it was just turned into content. If I'm making an ad, it will be very clear, right? Again, I'm not at a point where I would be. But I'm just saying, like, it's a scary world out there, and I want you guys to be safe. The internet's too spooky, you know. Let me be your caregiver dip dump right now. Take care of you. I want you all to be happy and safe, okay? Wear a sweater, get your blankies and cuddle and be happy. I don't know. What do you think about what I said, Caretaker Egg?
No, like I agree, and I definitely think you should. I mean, of course, see who you trust.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Dimple is the caretaker of chat, and Egg is the caretaker of the caretaker.
And Caretaker Egg is also your guys' caretaker. Like, there are times where I'm not paying attention to chat, and he's got my back, you know. Like, we're a little community on here. I want it to be cozy and a safe space for you to be yourselves, for you to learn and grow, but also just like, if there's anything that I can teach you and feel confident about teaching you, It's probably just like how to treat people with kindness. So caretaker egg, or you know, yeah, we're basically your virtual parents. Egg, we're parents now.
Well, didn't expect that to be the outcome of the stream today.
Really, I didn't either. But like, it kind of, you know, we are at a point like, I don't want to say like a position of power, but it's like it's true. Like we have influence, you know, so we gotta take care of our chat. You're a little beans, you know. You're a little beans, and we'll take care of you. It's kind of like the vibes I got from Simply Nailogical and Ban. You know them, Egg. Remember when we watched them together?
Yeah.
I want to
Yeah.
be that for you guys too. I actually really like that caretaker egg and dimple. I think that's sweet. Like you guys know the vibe of this channel's pretty wholesome. You know, I think you guys get it. We care about you. We want you to be strong beings and go into the world and cause mayhem and mischief and magic, right? Sorry, I know I interrupted you earlier. Go on.
No. Like, I agree. Check your sources. Check your view. Check the opposite view. Make your own opinion.
Yeah.
Be good noodles.
Be very good noodles. Or else. Well. I don't actually have any power over you guys, but. Just take the or else. But yeah. But like. You'd like, there are a lot of good YouTube channels out there that I think you can trust. But that's not for me to like decide for you. Again, if I suggest a YouTube channel, it's because I like their content. If I suggest a game, it's because I like the game. If I suggest a product or service, it is because I like it. But that does not mean you have to like it too. Do not watch the videos of mine that are of things that you don't care about or don't want to see. Watch them if you like, just like my presence. But like, you know, you're never forced to do anything on the internet. But companies will try to make you feel like you're forced to do things. And I want you guys to like take care of yourselves, put yourselves first. You're very important, you know? There's nobody in this world that is not important, you know? Because you're all a part of something, in some way, big or small. And the small things contribute to the big things, you know? Ain't that right, caretaker egg?
Yeah. The very small things. You're very small.
I know. In Final Fantasy, I have this Lalafell character. They're like the little guys. I made mine as small as possible. Yeah, so I hide in the bushes and I play hide and seek with caretaker egg and it's funny. He called me an elf on the shelf today because I was hiding on top of like a bookcase or something.
Yeah. I think that was very fitting.
It was. But yeah. Anyway, we never ended up playing a game today. But I think this was a very nice discussion.
Yeah, I didn't expect this stream to take this turn. I was gonna tell you guys about the men's marathon at the 1904 Summer Olympic Games in Missouri, but if you guys don't want to hear about that.
That could be what you talk about tomorrow.
Yeah, it's a really fun story.
It'll actually
I
be a
hope
great story because that goes so well with the game we're playing if it took place as a marathon. Because guess what we're doing tomorrow, Electron? You can announce it, caretaker egg.
Minecraft.
Gosh, you really have like only 75 jobs with me.
No, we're playing Deep Rock.
We're playing Deep Rock Galactic tomorrow. Ooh. next week I might be playing Splatoon again.
The crack.
Rockin'
Rock
Stone! So, I know that people, I don't think they really like it when I talk about these topics and my opinions, and that's understandable. But I will still make content like this because it is my channel and I want to talk about it. So, like, again, if you need any more proof that, like, I am making stuff I enjoy, here you go, guys. This is the proof. I'm doing it for me. But, we also do things for you, too. That's why we'll be playing Rockin' Stone Deep Rock Galactic tomorrow. I also really want to play more Bloods again. I want to get you that game. Caretaker Egg, I'm getting you that game, and you're gonna level up, and then we can play it on stream together, because this is an atrocity that you have not played it with me yet. We're gonna make this happen. Everybody who's watching this, if you're interested in potentially playing an MMO with me, look into Final Fantasy XIV, figure out if that's something that's right for you, make an informed decision if you're interested, because that game is something that you have to subscribe to. There is a free trial. Trial. You can, like, play it for free up to level 60 or something. So if you just want to, like, hang out with me on stream, we can do that. So make your choices on that, like, start looking into it, because I think maybe in a little bit I might do, like, a community challenge, or maybe I'll make a big announcement. Not too big a fan of RPGs. Only RPG I'll play is Pokemon.
Invalid. So,
Hey.
next Monday. No.
I was gonna say, like, is it an RPG? I guess it would be. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. So, sorry, Electron, then you're not allowed. Your opinion doesn't match mine. So therefore you're banned forever. Ban him, Caretaker Egg. Smite Electron. Yep, you're banned.
John,
No.
okay.
No, Electron, come back. No, we're doing Deep Rock Galactic. We wanted this for so long. We just banned you for that stream. That's the only stream that you're banned
See,
for.
he's banned and gone forever.
Ah, darn it. Ah, jeez. Well, way to go,
yes.
Caretaker. I can't believe you've done this. Thanks for listening. We'll be back tomorrow. Deep Rock Galactic. It'll probably be like, we'll probably do it like earlier in the day or something. We'll see. So just stay, like, tuned. Was it very, yeah, I like this. I might do more like these. Seriously, guys, let me know in the comments section. Please tell me things you want to see me play. We'll be causing mischief and mayhem, and I want to do it with you guys. I hope you got to know me better. Hope you even got to know Caretaker Egg better. I hope you can trust me. They love you, and I'll take care of you. Pat, 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 pat. My little beans. I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Oh, check out my social media. Check out my YouTube channel. Subscribe. Yeah. Tschüssi. Bye.
Have fun, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.